got it. Okay. Good morning. Okay, I am streaming simultaneously, so if you are on Whatnot or YouTube and you hear like me talking to someone that you don't think is there, I'm not crazy, promise. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. Yes, it's from Natasha's tutorial. Good morning. Hey everybody. Sorry, I was getting things set up on YouTube. I missed everyone coming in. Good morning. Yes, so if you don't know who Natasha is, it is Treasure Books on YouTube. And she posted a video, I think on Sunday, and it was the most mind-blowing thing to me that I was like, I have to do this. The stuff I got from that exchange thing, yes, that was pretty awesome. It was pretty epic. Good morning, Dina. Okay, can someone tell me? It's Treasure Books. I'm gonna tag her in the video. Am I live on YouTube? Can someone check? And I'm gonna credit her in the chat. Yay, it looks okay, good. Thank you, Kelly. Okay, so it's just Treasure Books, right? That's her YouTube. Yes, okay. So if you want to see her video, perfect. All right, thank you. Yay, okay. And sorry about I'm gonna unplug my phone cord so I can get that out of the way. Because I'm at 88%, so we're good. Yay, okay. So we are gonna make this, which it looks so freaking cool. Like, she's a genius. Natasha's a genius. And I'm gonna try to pay attention to comments on both. If you're wondering what I'm looking at over here, I've got my laptop up with the YouTube comments so I can try to keep track of both. But when I saw it, I was like, this is mind-blowing, but it's so easy. And she explains it really well too, but we're gonna do it together this morning. So you are going to need, and you don't have to have a scoreboard. I would recommend it because it will help you get everything really scored perfectly. And then you need, I'm going to say use, yeah, she did a rectangular one. So I did a square just because I wanted to keep it simple. You can make it whatever, like you can make it square or rectangle. So I'm going to do it square this morning again, just for the sake of that's what I did the first time, but it should work the same way. And then I'm going to use a scrapbook paperweight, so not a cardstock, although I am going to try it with a cardstock. And I'm also, like, my brain is like doing all these things about thinking about how I can make a chipboard album based on this concept, because I think that could be super, super cool. So I'm going to try to do that. Perfect. Yeah. So you definitely don't have to have a scoreboard. I know Natasha, she like uses a ruler and a knife. Like I can't do that. My cuts would never be straight. So I'm going to use my scoreboard and my paper trimmer, and I'm using scrapbook weight paper, but I'm definitely going to be trying it with the cardstock and some like other stuff. So, oh, Kelly, oh, please. No, I don't even. Wait, Kelly, I don't even know what you're talking about. Did you mention me in your video? I'll have to go check. That's awesome. Well, thank you. So, also, I don't know how they do it with a knife and an X-Acto knife and a ruler. I can't do that. So anyways, thank you for people who are watching on YouTube. And also, oh, if you're over on Whatnot, you can, I do have a few things listed in the bin just because we're supposed to have something on there, but no pressure, but I do have a few things in there. Okay, it's a different Kelly, Dina. It's over on YouTube. Does anyone else feel like I have a poor connection? Oh, wait, you know what? I'm not on my Wi-Fi, so that's possible, actually. Okay. I just switched to Wi-Fi. See if that is better. I know. Also, my mother-in-law, Mom, if you're watching, because I know you watch my videos, if it seems like I'm talking to someone who's not there on YouTube, it's because I'm talking to people on Whatnot. Because that's like throwing her off, I think. It's confusing. Okay. Well, I forgot I took it off my Wi-Fi this morning when I went outside. So, do you guys want to see Gilbert real quick before we get started? Gilbert. Gilbert, poor baby. Oh, thank you, Doodle. Yeah, poor. Okay, so we put his surgical suit on him because Reagan's the licker, and I don't want him to. Hey, Lou. I don't want him to lick his wound. I know he's not very happy, but I did get the inflatable donut cone because I think that's better. And he doesn't like while I'm on here. I'm having him wear it because I won't be able to pay attention to him as much. But when I get off of here, he'll be my little baby for the next 2 weeks, and I will take his cone off while I'm holding him and stuff. I don't think he can get to anything, but it does gap a little bit by the legs, so it's possible. But okay, YouTube can't even see him because you have an overhead view. I know, he looks like he was in a car accident. See, Reagan's sniffing it. He knows something's happening. Oh, baby. He's a little stoned still because he's on pain meds. Gilbert. Okay, people on YouTube, if you come over on Whatnot, you can see a different view. Okay, so I'm gonna put Tim down. And we are gonna get started. Josh, are you gonna craft with us? Okay, so I'm gonna flip this camera around. Now, this is what we are making. My YouTube is just the same as my name is on here. It's Kristen Swain. I know. Okay, so this is what we're making. Okay, so every layer opens. Okay, so you can make it any size really, depending on how big your paper is. So this is my first sheet. So I'm using 12 by 12 paper. So that means when I fold it into fourths, my square is 6 by 6. So I would recommend, just for the sake of ease, start with 12 by 12. And then you can make it as many layers as you want. I think mine is, what, 9? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9, and I took a 1/2 inch off at each layer. We'll get to that. So first thing, choose 9 pieces of paper that you want to use. Now, if you choose ones with words on them, you're gonna end up with some that are upside down. So if that bothers you, then don't choose one with writing. Like if you chose something like this, you're gonna have letters upside down. So I'm gonna pick out some paper, and again, you can make it as many or as few as you want. If you just want to do like 3, then do 3. You do you. Yeah, Josh is gonna craft with his shipping supplies. Josh, I know you have newspaper. You can craft with that. Make one out of newspaper. So I'm just gonna do. I'll do 9, I guess, just because that's what I did before. Who else is doing this right now? Who else is making this right now? I'm checking out the comments on the YouTube. Like, I love this paper, but then this part is going to be upside down, which, I mean, it doesn't really bother me, but... this one's kind of cool. Just watching it work. It's really, when you guys see how easy this is, you're gonna be like, what? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one is cool. 6. Ooh, a 7. 9. You're laying in bed for 6 more minutes. That sounds like the games I play every morning. I'll get up in 2 minutes. Okay. So once you have your paper, you're going to put it on your scoreboard, and we are going to just, you know, put it all the way up in the corners there. And then, and again, you don't have to use your scoreboard, but I just want to. So you're going to score it at 6 and then just rotate it and score it at 6 again so that you have 4 squares, okay? So we're going to do that for all of them, and then I like to score them all and then fold them all. So again, you're just doing it at 6. Well, if you have, assuming you have 12 by 12 paper, 6 and then 6 again, okay? Because we're making a square one. Gilbert's sitting at my feet. He's a little confused. Oh, Natasha, you're on both. Love it. Well, now you're getting the same view, I think, for the most part. I wonder, actually, let me see. Do you guys like this zoomed out more? Is that better? I always forget you can do that. It's probably better. Okay, so again, you're doing it at 6 and then 1 rotation and 6 again. Yep, so score it at 6 and then do 1 turn and score it at 6 again. Because then when you look at your paper, you have 4 squares. And we're doing that the same for every one. Score at 6 and then rotate and score at 6 again. Six and 6. Okay, so now that I have all of mine scored, I'm going to move my scoreboard and we're going to fold. And you can fold, I mean, actually I probably should have put it on the scoreboard the other way, but that's fine. So, did someone just raid me? Postmodern Cat, thank you for the raid. Everyone, if you aren't following, what are you even doing? Follow Postmodern Cat. Thank you for the raid, friend. She has lots of fun stuff. Okay, so you can fold it, whatever side you want showing on the top is what, wait, what did I miss? What did Haley? I'll miss something. You could probably trim your paper first and then do your square lines. Yeah, it could. I'm just going to do it this way because I want my base one to be 6 by 6, and then I'm going to take ½ inch off each one. So yeah, you definitely could trim it first, but I'm doing it the same way I did it the first time. Cupcake! See, even with the score, I still folded it wonky. How did that happen? And like Natasha said in her video, you really want crisp score lines because of all the folding that it needs to do. So take your time. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because, like, I'm going to make it this way just because I'm showing you guys, and this is the way I made it the first time. But I want to make one, I want to make a rectangle one, but I also thought it'd be fun to do, like, a deckled edge on it, too. So I'm definitely going to do that. And also, I want to, this afternoon after school, I am going to mess around and see if I can, I want to make like a chipboard album base that's kind of based on this concept. I don't know if it will work, but I'm gonna try. So we have, there's a Kelly, I don't know, is Creative in here? I don't know if she popped in. It's hard to, paying attention to both streams because there's a Kelly watching over on YouTube. Now the first, like whatever you want your base layer, that's the one you really want it to be perfect. Like this one I can see is a little white, but these all are going to be trimmed, so I don't even care. Oh no, you must get up now. Ooh. Okay, so I'm gonna just keep folding, just keep folding. I love this paper. Look how grungy and fun that is. Oh, how cold is it, Margaret? It's actually not very cold. I went out, when I took the dogs out this morning, I didn't even have a jacket on. I had a tank top on from like my pajamas. Ugh. Alexa, what's the temperature? Alexa, what's the temperature?
Right now, it's 56 degrees Fahrenheit. Today, expect a high of 74 degrees.
So it's 56 right now, and it's going to get up to 74. Don't hate me. Also, did anybody else's Alexa tell them the temperature just now? Hey, Florida had winter last week, okay? Actually, for like 2 weeks. I actually had to use the heat in my house. It was rough. We were not okay. 31. No, thank you. I will take Florida weather. I know, it was rough. All right. Last one. I mean, North Florida got snow, and we actually were going to drive up there and see it, but it melted so fast that... Yeah. Okay. So, now we got all of our... Or I have all of mine folded. So now I'm going to trim. Now, like I said, my base one is 6. Actually, you know what? I'm going to lay them out how the order that I want them first before I trim. So I'm going to use this one as my base layer, and then I'll do maybe that, and then that one, that, that. Okay, so that's how I'm going to do it. So my first one doesn't need to be cut. This is going to be my second one. I'm going to take ½ an inch off. Now, the only thing when you cut, make sure that you don't cut the side that is folded like this or the side that's folded like that, okay? So I'm going to cut along this side first, and I'm going to take ½ an inch off each layer. That's just how I liked it for mine. So the first one I'm going to do is going to be, well, the first one's 6 by 6. So the second one's going to be 5½. So I cut this side first, and then I'm going to rotate it and cut the other side that's open. So that's what I'm going to do for all of them. I'm just going to take ½ an inch off of each one, and don't cut this side that has like this, the spine, I guess you could say, if that makes sense. Okay, so that one was 5½ by 5½. So the next one's going to be 5 by 5. Okay, and then so my next one's gonna be 4.5. I'm not looking at the comments at this moment just because I'll forget my measurements. Okay, my next one is gonna be 4x4. You could take less off if you don't want as much of a matte look, but that's just up to you. Again, I don't want to cut that side, cut this side. 4x4. Right, I know. That's what I get for trying to read comments and do this at the same time. Okay, next one is going to be 3.5 by 3.5. And then 3x3. And then 2.5. And then the top one is going to be 2x2. Okay. Oh yeah, I got the We Are Member Keepers cinch stack cutter that came out recently, and I am loving that. Okay, so I got all of mine cut. I want to like do some embellishing and inking. These are perfect. If you look at this one, I have like some little things at the corners. I like that, so I'm gonna dump these out. This is Curator. Two by two, yes. I'm looking at comments now. Oh, okay. So for my paper cutter, if you're on YouTube and you go to my Amazon storefront, it's in there. But it is the Caterpillar Crop. I absolutely love it. I have tried many different paper cutters. This one is, I'm sold. Caterpillar for life. Okay, it's the best one. It is not like the cheapest, but I'm telling you, it's worth it. All right, like I said, I do want to ink the edges, and for that, I think I'm going to use Gathered Twigs ink. And then, so let me grab a little, so this part's going to take a little bit of time because there's a lot of inking. So before I get into the inking, in case you're not wanting to do that part, I'm going to show you how you would glue it together. So when you glue it together, which means, Dina, that is so me. When you glue it together, you want your seams like this all on this side, because basically you want them all to open this way. So your open side's always going to be this way. Does that make sense? So like on your bottom one, you want it to be like this. Okay. So you want it to be so that when you open it, it's open and open. Okay. So go back through and make sure they're folded like that. So again, just think about it when you're holding it. You want it to open and then open that way. Because then you're going to glue that to that. Okay, so again, it's going to open and open. So this one is correct. Open, open. And then you'll just be gluing them all together. Does anybody have any questions about that so far? It's pretty cool. Like, comes together really fast. Yeah, so much journaling space. I feel like, so in Natasha's video, good morning, Kelly. Okay, we have a Kelly watching on YouTube and a Kelly watching on Whatnot. She didn't do it with cardstock because then, see how this top one is kind of open? Because it doesn't have the weight of the other ones. If you had cardstock, there would be that concern that they would all kind of do that. So I feel like there's definitely ways to fix that, like magnets or something like that. So I am going to try it with cardstock, but for the purpose of this, I'm doing it. That's why I'm using my scrapbook paper. I know, yes, I was thinking about that too. There's so much you can do. And this is a good use if you have the single-sided scrapbook paper laying around and it's not your favorite. This is perfect because you can journal in it. You can like stencil some like writing lines on it. Like there's so many things you could do on the inside. So I think that's actually really cool. But now that once you have them, if you don't want to watch me ink all this, you're just going to be gluing them all like that. The only thing you have to make sure is that when you open it, it opens like this. So I am going to ink them all, and this is going to take some time. Maybe I'll just ink the first layer and then glue the top one down so you can see. Okay, I'm using gathered twigs. Yes, and Natasha did, so when she did her video, Treasure Books, she was saying that she didn't think it would work to have them like cattywampus. I love that word. Because when you fold them up like this, it might get in the way, like the other layers. But then she kind of did one rotated and it still worked. So I think you can definitely play around with that a little bit and just see what works. But because I'm trying to show you guys how to do it, I'm just going to do it the way I did it the first time. That way I know that it's going to work. Okay. So I inked both sides. And then I'm also going to open it up. I'm not going to ink the inside. I'm just going to ink this. So the easiest way for me is just to do that. Yeah, I would definitely go watch her video. And especially where she explains where she got the inspiration from it. That was awesome. Aww. Wendy always crafts along. I know, that's why, Heidi, I watched it. So I don't know when she posted it, but I watched it Sunday morning before I even got out of bed. And she was so excited about it. And that made me like, I literally came up to my craft room and made it. Like immediately. I was like, she was so excited. Plus it's so freaking cool. Okay, so I inked them all. Be a kind human, welcome in. Again, when you lay it down, it's on Lou on YouTube, it's Treasure Books, and I tagged her in the comments, but if anyone needs me to, just message me after and I can message you. Oh yeah, you can make it, I mean, you can make it any size, which is awesome. Yes. Okay, so this is going to be the top, right? This is going to be the back. So I do want, so this is going to be my next layer. So let's go ahead and ink this so I can put 2 layers together. That way, if you just want to be on your merry way, you at least know the process. Because it's going to take a little bit of time to do this whole thing. Yes, you guys, who else has watched Tim's live from Saturday? I couldn't watch it on Saturday, so I've been watching the replay. And I think I'm like an hour into it. It's like 3 hours long. But I am excited. He was sounded so happy, and like he's so happy to be able to be using his older products. So that was fun to see him use older stuff. You rewatched it twice, Josh? I knew it. Oh, you guys, on YouTube, and on Whatnot, but if you are on YouTube, you might not be seeing his comments, but Before Times Shop has a YouTube channel, and he sells lots of fun ephemera, and all kinds of like antiques and music. In fact, look what I just got from him. It's an 8-track, but it's Christmas and it has a red case, and I'm gonna figure out how to do something really cool with this. I don't know what it's gonna be, but we're gonna figure it out. So I want to figure out a craft with an 8-track. But I liked this one because the case is red, which is cool, and it has this cool Christmas graphic. So we're gonna figure it out. Okay, did I ink all of this? Well, I didn't ink the back, but that really doesn't need to because it's going to be glued down. Okay. So now I do want, like, Josh, this is my Ephemera. I want to find some little bits to put in here. I like this field label. We'll put this in here. I know. Now you thought I was a Timmy hoarder before. It's about to get way worse, let me tell you. Split one in half and put a hinge in it. Wait, Hazy, what? In Timmy we trust. Yes. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Ah. I wonder if I can make a little album out of the case. Is that... Ooh. Good morning, Sarita. Now, when you're using this stuff, not much of it is going to show. Like, if you see on here, it's just like little bits. But I like I like it. So we're going to put that there. Okay, again, when you open it, you want it to open up. Your open side is over here, okay? So then this is going to be my next layer, and it needs to be this way so it all works, okay? So I am going to put glue on here. Okay, come on. You had a pin in you. You should not be clogged. Hang on, guys. Always have a clogged glued bottle when I'm on here. It wouldn't be alive without that happening. Okay. Are you working now? Oh, look at there's the glue booger coming out. Okay. See that glue booger? I know, right? Let me get a baby wipe. Okay. Now it's working. Don't want a ton of glue, but okay, so I am going to put my glue pin back in here now that I got it unclogged. Okay. Now we're gonna glue this down. And just make sure that it looks even. And we'll use this little scraper. Okay, so as you can see, it opens, and then you can open it again and open it again. How stinking fun. Also, you know, you could also put something here, really. if okay, so another thing too, if you made a more of a gusset, so instead of just scoring here, you add another score line here so that you have more room. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely going to play around with this idea and concept and see what else we can do with it. Okay, so this one's going to go like this. All right, so I'm just going to keep inking. I know I'm missing all kinds of comments, so I do apologize. Let's see on Whatnot. Make tassels with the tape from the 8-track. What? All right, I'm not going to worry about inking this part because it's going to be the part that's glued down, but I do want to do this inside part. Because you gotta make it look old and grungy. This is on YouTube. Excuse me. Yes, Sarita. I'm streaming live on YouTube right now too. So you'll be able to go back and watch the tutorial if you want. Or you can go watch the real master, which is Treasure Books. She's the creator of this cool thing. Excuse me. Okay, so that is gonna be like that. Yeah, she's fun to listen to. I mean, and if you like junk journaling and making cool books, anyways, you should definitely need to subscribe. She has so many fun ideas. All right, so I'm gonna pick out a piece of something. Some Ephemera, as Andrea says. You hear the dogs playing with the toy. This is not Timmy. It's not, I don't know why it's in here, but I think it's a washi sticker. It is, but I think it also would look cute. But I put, because I have one in this top corner, I'm just going to move it. I think I'm going to put it like right here. You don't want to make it go past this edge, I don't think, because I feel like it could get in the way of the folds, because I haven't messed around with that yet. I mean, maybe it would be fine, but I don't even know why I have it either, Dina. Okay, so we're gonna put this, I'm gonna put this right here. Oh, it's not straight. It's hard to do this while looking through the camera. Okay, that's there. And you could, and if you want more of a pop, you could use, you know, different colors and stuff. I kind of just like the muted grungy look. And I'm basically just gonna put these two aside and just add them to some junk journal at some point. So you can just like sit down and make a bunch of different ones in different color schemes and then just have them ready to go for a project. I think this could even be like a fun idea, like for a birthday card, or like, you know, if you gave this to someone as a card and you could like write something that you love about them on each layer. I mean, there's so many fun things you could do. You could like put maybe a gift card on each layer. I feel like this is just the basis for so many fun ideas, you know? Okay. My next layer is going to be this yellow one. I definitely feel like I need some like pop of color. It's looking really muddy. Really muddy. Maybe let's get some different ink. You could write an entire fairy tale. Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could. Let's see. I'll just use these. I really love this, but this is, I mean, hardly any of it will show, so I'm just going to use something like this. Like this that has like writing right at the top. I'm going to use, I don't even know how this other, how it's going to look with mixing up these ink colors, but you don't know until you try. Right? It would be a fun idea for a kid with all the flaps and folds. Okay, I'm gonna put this one right here, and then that will be there. So I think I'm gonna ink this one with mustard seed. How is this gonna look? I don't know. Tunnel books. Do you? Yeah, you can't even see. Oh, can you though? Yeah, I like it. Dina, do you have a picture or a video of your tunnel book? Listen, if you're like, Kristen, that looks hideous, that's fine. Because when you make yours, you can choose your own paper and your own colors. Yeah, I would love to see it, Dina. Also, speaking of Dina, she sent me some videos of some journals, like softcover journals she made. They're so good. They put mine to shame. I think everyone's on here would put mine to shame. Okay. So it's going to be this way. So we're going to put some glue. You know, I think I want something right here. Let's go crazy. You're crazy. I'm crazy. Look at special delivery. It's so little, it might actually just like work right here. Is this the lazy way? Yeah, it doesn't work. Actually, let's use this one. Aw, Dina, your nieces must love you. I bet you are such a fun aunt. All right, I'm gonna put this. Actually, I'm gonna put this up here. Okay, and then I'm gonna glue this. Oh yeah, seeing that looks. Yeah. Oh, doodle, yes, I love that. Because I was already sitting here thinking, maybe I'll make hubby a Valentine's card based on this, and like each layer I can write something in that I love about him. That would be cute. A sassy photo, yeah. Okay, so you see how it's coming along, right? Which is why you want your creases to be really good, because of all those folds. Goodbye, 4 more layers to go. I think I'm gonna do, oh, I did water red. Look at me go, I'm so smart. Oh, Doodle got red chatted because of saying Julie nutting. Okay, so Julie nutting, like the paper doll stamps, Doodle was saying if you put a different girl on each layer, that would be fun. Yeah, there's just so many. This is just such a cool concept. I wish I had thought of it. I wish it was my original idea. It is not. I'm not that creative. I just watch a lot of YouTube. All right, so that's gonna open like this. You know what would be pretty? Have some kind of fiber underneath this layer. Right? I know. I'll be like, kids, no school today. I have some crafting genius to create. This ink, this one I feel like needs to be re-inked. Yes, it would make a cool photo album for sure. Okay, so this is gonna open this way, and I really feel like it'd be cool to have like something like fibery, thready things under one of the layers. So let me see if I have anything that would work for that. Actually, you know what? This is, I don't have the packaging. I think it's mummy cloth from Timmy. So I feel like this would be really cool, right? Okay, do you think that I can use, should I use fabric tack, you think, to glue this down? It's really thin. I feel like art glitter glue might be fine. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think we can stick with the art glitter glue. So I just want 4 pieces that are roughly the same length. Let me check on Gilbert because he's making a, oh no, it's Reagan. Gilbert's just like standing and staring off into the nether world. Okay. And now he's sitting by my feet. He's a little loopy from his meds. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of glue right here. And I'm gonna glue this. I don't think this will get in the way of the fold because it's so thin. Because I am having it hang over just a tad. He is high, for sure. But I don't think it's gonna interfere with anything because this is very thin. But I guess we'll find out. Oh yeah, art glitter glue is definitely gonna be fine for this. And I'll put a little glue right there too. I never really craft for Halloween. I don't know, I'm not inspired by it, I guess. But I did think this stuff was cool. I'm glad I got it. Midwest. Okay, I do like how it hangs over, but this one's a little bit too long, so I'm gonna trim it. Okay. I'm going to, because you can see on this top one it stays open, but I'm gonna put some kind of embellishment right here, so I think that'll hold it down. Okay, so then this is gonna go. Oh yeah, that can happen, Wendy. You have to, and I probably should have mentioned that when you're scoring paper like this, scrapbook paper weight, you want to be really gentle on your score. Yes, washi tape it. There you go. It's always fixable. I'm using Park Lane. That's from Hobby Lobby, right? Or is that Joann's? I don't know. This is Park Lane. I don't remember where that's from, but it is scrapbook paper. It's not cardstock. It doesn't have a weight on here, but I would guess it's probably 60 pounds. Or no. I don't even know. What is scrapbook paper weight? It's not 60 pounds, is it? Joann's, okay. But it's paper, you know, it's not cardstock, it's not heavy. I like this little fiber layer. Okay, so now we're gonna do our next layer, which is this maroon one. And I'm gonna use, you know what, I'm gonna get some black out for this. Yes, just like, oh my gosh, why can't I think of who's that painter? There's no accent, there's no mistakes, just happy accidents. Oh my gosh, who is the painter with the big hair? Why can't I think of his name? Bob Ross, thank you. Oh my gosh. Words are hard. Happy trees. Yep. Happy washi tape layers. Yeah, I do like the different color inks. I think that, because this is kind of muddy looking, but at the same time, that's kind of the look I was going for when I chose these papers. But again, that's why it's so fun, because like there's just so much you can do. It's like a springboard for creativity. Sarita, you need to have a show on here. That's what you need to do. That's what you need to do, friend. Okay, so what do we want under this layer? Probably just some bits and bobs sticking out. Let's see. What do I have here? Ooh, I like this. This is nice green. That might look good. Let's put that. Let's put that right there. Let's put that right there. Okay, I'm gonna put this here, and then I'm gonna glue this one down. Yeah, it would, Doodle. That's a good point. You could make this, you could put this right in an envelope. Yeah, I think this could be a really cool concept for a card, for sure. Okay, got my layer. We are still correct. Okay, so I have 2 more layers, right? No, wait. 3 more layers. Okay. I wonder, okay, now I kind of want another, like, fiber, but I don't want to use the same thing. So hang on, let me see if I have something else that's thin. All right. I found this little piece of lace trim. Oh, thank you. Okay, my cutting mat is by Squirrel and Vine. Now, I got it at my local scrapbook store. But I don't think it's on scrapbook.com. I think you're gonna have to Google it. Wait, did Sarita have a show? Oh, no, I don't think she did. Hazy. I don't think. No, okay. Yeah, Google Squirrel and Vine glass cutting mat, and you should find it. Because I know I found it somewhere online. It might be right on their website. I think the manufacturer is LDRS. Regan, stop. Okay, we are gonna glue this down. No, Kara, that does make sense. And I actually was kind of thinking about that, but I think if you're gonna add stuff inside the squares, like having more layers, that you would want to use, probably first of all, you're gonna have to use cardstock so it can hold up to all that. And I think you're gonna have to score it with a gusset. So if you don't know what a gusset is, and if you do, I'm not trying to be condescending. If you don't know what a gusset is, it's basically you're gonna score 2 lines. So if I scored a second line, maybe 1/8 of an inch or 1/4 of an inch, so that I had like a thicker opening, you know, it'd be more like this. Makes sense. Then you could add more stuff inside. I'm gonna put the glue. Right on that part, and I like how it kind of overlaps on the edges. Sarita, you need to have a show. Might have to trim that one, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, is it? You know who else is maybe you already know this, Hazy, but have you ever bought anything from A Cherry on Top? Cheesecloth, yes. I love cheesecloth in crafts. Yes, that would be a perfect fibery layer. Okay, so here's my next one. I am going to, oh, let's really get some color in here. This is my favorite color, by the way, of the whole line. Ink and oxide is Worn Lipstick. And the Spritz is my favorite of the distress colors. I don't think I finished what I was saying, Hazy. Have you ever bought anything from A Cherry on Top? They are also based out of Michigan. They're in Saginaw, Michigan, which is where I went to college. The first time I ordered from them, and when I got it and I saw where it came from, I was like, no way. What a small world. Worn Lipstick. Oh, man. That would be fun, Hazy. Next time we go back to Michigan to visit my husband's family, I definitely, they have a store, right? It's not just online. Like, do they have a brick and mortar store? Anyways, I want to go. Okay, we're gonna put this. This glue will dry clear, so you're not gonna see that once it's all dry. Ooh. Yeah, maybe I could like, can I do a YouTube video? All right, so we got our next layer. Now the lace, I have it hanging over a lot, so it kind of hides the layer, but it still works. It still works, but look at that, glued a little bit right there. Okay. I'm asking a lot of this scrapbook paper though. So I don't think I should add any more fiber. We'll just do a little piece of ephemera for the next one. because this little paper can only hold so much weight. Oh, I see that. Thank you. There we go. Thank you, thank you. Oh, I've never even been to that website. Yes, that's where I got this idea from. I watched her video Sunday morning and I immediately came up to my craft room to recreate it. It's so cool. Yeah, and if you're on YouTube, if you scroll up, and actually maybe I can pin it. It was the first comment. I tagged her. Oh, there you go. Okay. I tagged that comment so that you can go watch her video. Because it's really cool when she explains like her inspiration. I'm like, man, I would have seen that and never even thought about it. Yeah, so if you're on Whatnot, the name of the channel that created this is Treasure Books. And she has a lot of really fun ideas on her channel of all kinds of cool junk journal stuff. Also, Charlie, are you still in here? I don't know if she is. I Am So Charlie, last I checked, unless something changed, she has a show today at 12:30 Eastern. Google says it's not open till... What's not open till February 1st? I missed a lot. Okay. All right, last layer. Oh, really? That's interesting. All right, what color do I want? I'm gonna go with my gathered twigs. Where is it? Oh, I put the wrong lid on there. That's black. Maybe I should put my lids on. Maybe I should put the lids on my ink. All right, I'm gonna do gathered twigs. Maybe they took a break. You know who the best Googler is? Shanna Banana. Oh, yeah. All right, so this is going to be my top layer. And ooh, I wonder how much would this show up? Because that could be... Oh, let's do this little flower. Not very much of it is going to show, but enough that you get the idea of what it is. It's just a great stalker. Love it. Yes, sure did. All right, we're gonna glue this on. All right, and then if we want this top one to not pop up like that, we could just put an embellishment up here, which I probably will, but I probably won't do that until I decide what project it's gonna go into. And that way I can, you know, do something that's gonna go with the project. But here you go. Ooh, Wendy, that's a good idea. Use your border punch. I mean, there's just so much fun stuff, right? Mine has 9 layers. So I started with 12 by 12. Okay, this is the problem sometimes with the, and that's why you want to go back and check, because some of my glue. So since I started with 12 by 12 paper and folded it in quarters, basically, I'm going to leave it open on this layer because this layer has all that glue from this lace and I don't want it to glue together. So I'm going to leave it open, let it dry. But, so your bottom layer, if you use 12 by 12 paper, it's going to end up being 6 by 6. Okay. And then I took a 1/2 inch off each one. Yep. And this is also streaming on YouTube, so you'll be able to go back and watch this craft with me on there. And also you can go to Treasure Book. She made hers not square. Hers was like rectangle, which looks really cool. I want to do one with like a deckled edge. So I'm not getting off Whatnot right now, but I'm going to end my YouTube live so that it's not super long over there. So on YouTube, if you guys are watching this live and you want to keep crafting, then come over to Whatnot. But I'm going to go ahead and end the YouTube stream. So thank you everyone who's watching over here. And I appreciate you guys. And I'm going to end this one. If I can figure out how. Okay.